Hello everyone, my name is Lasya. I am from IT branch first semester, NIT Raipur. This video is a part of our communication skills project on introspection conducted under the guidance of Dr. Anup Kumar Tiwari sir. In this video, I am going to answer a few questions which we can ask ourselves every day to get to know better about us. Am I using my time wisely? You are using your time wisely if your daily actions match your long-term goals. If most of your time goes into learning, improving, working, or taking care of yourself, you are on the right track. If it's mostly spent on distractions, delay, it's a sign to reset, not to feel guilty. Time isn't about being busy, it's about being intentional. Even small focused effects daily means you are using your time wisely. Am I taking anything for granted? If you rarely pause to feel thankful, yes, something is being taken for granted. Health, parents, peace, youth, time, and opportunities often feel ordinary only because they are always there. The moment they are gone, their value becomes loud. Gratitude turns what you have into enough. If you can breathe freely, think independently, and choose your path, you already have blessings many people pray for. Am I employing a healthy perspective? A healthy perspective means seeing challenges as training, not punishment. It means accepting what you cannot control and taking responsibility for what you can. If you often feel stuck in comparison, fear, or negativity, your perspective may need realignment. A healthy mind focuses more on growth than on perfection. You don't need a perfect life, just a progress based mindset. Am I living true to myself? You are living true to yourself when your choices reflect your values, not just others' expectations. If you constantly pretend, shrink your voice, or change approval, you are drifting from your truth. Living authentically doesn't mean being perfect. It means being honest with your desires, limits, and dreams. The more you listen to your inner voice, the stronger and calmer you become. Am I waking up early in the morning, ready to take the day? If you wake up with energy, curiosity, or even quiet determination, you are aligned with purpose. If every morning feels heavy, rushed, meaningless, it's not laziness, it's a sign of emotional or goal exhaustion. A meaningful life does not remove tiredness, but it adds a reason to rise. Purpose turns waking up into. Am I thinking negative thoughts before I fall asleep? Your thoughts at bedtime matter because they affect your sleep and mood. If you notice, worrying about the past or future, replaying mistakes, feeling fear or sadness, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It just means your mind is tired or overwhelmed. A calm routine, a positive reflection, or gratitude before sleep can slowly change this pattern. Am I putting enough effort into my relationships? This is about kindness. Being kind. Am I putting enough efforts into my relationships? This is about being kind, listening, giving time, showing care. You don't need to be perfect. Even small actions, checking in, helping, or showing respect mean effort. What matters is honesty, not comparison. Am I taking care of myself physically? This includes proper sleep, eating regularly at correct time, drinking water daily, moving your body, resting when tired. Taking care of your body is not selfish. It's basic self-respect. Even improving one small habit is progress. And the next is, am I letting things I can't control stress me out? Many people suffer not because of problems, but because of worry and things they can't change. Ask yourself, is this in my hands? If not, can I get a little better? Peace often begins when control ends. The next question is, Am I achieving the goals I have set for myself? This question isn't about success or failure. It's only about, are your goals realistic? Are you trying for them constantly? Are you learning from your mistakes? Even slow progress is still a progress. Growth matters more. And who am I really? This is the most important question. This one is the oldest question humans have ever asked. And the honest truth is, you are not just one thing. You are not just a thing. You are your thoughts, but also the one who observes those thoughts. Your emotions, but also the one who learns from them. Your past, but also the one who is not wrapped in it. Many people define themselves by marks, achievements, family expectations, what others think, but not who those are roles, not your identity. Who you really are is revealed by what you want to do when no one is watching, what hurts you deeply, what makes you feel alive, what makes you feel protect, what you cannot ignore. You're not finished, you're becoming. And that's not weakness, that's power. What worries me most about the future? Most future fear falls into these hidden categories. Fear of failure. What if I try and I still lose? Fear of disappointing others. What if I let them down? Fear of being alone. What if no one stays? Fear of being not good enough. What if I never become who I am supposed to be? Fear of uncertainty. What if everything changes? What makes the future scary is not time, it's lack of control. You worry because you care. You want stability. You don't want to suffer. You don't want to waste your life. The future feels big because you are standing at the beginning of your story, not at the end. Instead of asking, what if everything goes wrong? Try also asking, what if I grow strong enough to handle whatever comes? The next question is, if this were the last day of my life, would I have the same plans for today? This question isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to wake you up. If it were your last day, you probably wouldn't care about small arguments, ego battles, proving yourself, fear of judgment. You would only care about love, truth, forgiveness, gratitude, being real as how you are, being in present, not thinking about the past or future. This question shows you the gap between how you live and how you want to live. You don't need to live every day like it's your last. That would be exhausting. But you can live every day like it matters. Ask yourself, am I postponing happiness for someday? Am I silent where I should be honest? Am I chasing approval or meaning? A powerful truth. You don't need a last day to start living differently. These questions go straight to care your identity, fear, purpose, and emotional freedom. I'll answer each one in a deep, slow, thoughtful manner, but in a way that helps you discover your own truth. Taking your time reading this, these are not fast questions, these are life questions. What am I really scared of? Most fears are not about the thing itself, they are about what it means. For example, fear of exams, which we all do have in common, fear of being seen as a failure, fear of rejection for being unlovable, fear of speaking for being judged, fear of change for losing control. Your deepest fear is usually connected to your self-worth, your need for love, your sense of safety, your identity. Here is something important. Fear does not mean weakness. Fear shows where you care the most. Instead of running from fear, ask it, what are you trying to protect? Fear often disappears when it feels understood. Am I holding on to something I need to let go of? This might be a past mistake, a broken friendship, some kind of guilt, anger, regret, depression of yourself that no longer fits, someone who hurt you, someone you outgrew, a dream that's no longer you're holding on. Feel safe because it's familiar. It keeps the past alive. It protects you from uncertainty. But it also drains your energy. Keep wounds open. Blocks your new growth. Letting go does not mean you don't care. It didn't matter you lost. Letting go means you choose peace over pain. You choose growth over fear. You choose future over your past. If not now, then when? This question reminds you that waiting forever is also a decision. There may never be perfect time, confidence, success, or change usually comes after you begin, not before. It's a reminder that small steps today are more powerful than big plans someday. What matters most in your life? This could be my family, my education and future, my mental peace, my dreams, my self respect and values. What matters the most is whatever still feels important even when life gets hard. What am I doing about the things that matter most in my life? This is about actions, not just intentions. Ask yourself, am I putting effort into what I say is important? Or am I only thinking about it without doing much? Even tiny efforts count. Studying a little, being kinder, resting when needed, trying again after failing. Why do I matter? You matter because you're one of the kind no one else has. Thoughts, voice, expressions. You affect people when you don't realize it. Your life has potential, even if it feels unclear right now. You don't need to prove your worth. You matter simply because you exist. Have I done anything lately that's worth remembering? It doesn't have to be something big. It could be helping someone, trying again after failing, being honest with yourself, not giving up on a hard day. Growth is quiet. Many important moments don't look impressive, but they change you inside. You affect people even when you don't realize it. Your life has potential, even it feels uncomfortable right now. You don't need to prove your worth. You matter simply because you exist. Have I made someone smile today? A smile can come from a kind word, listening patiently when they are talking, helping in a small way, even just being polite. If the answer is yes, you spread light. If the answer is not yet, tomorrow is another chance. Kindness is never wasted. Uh, what have I given up on? This could be a dream, a habit, a person, or even yourself at some point. Giving up doesn't mean always failure. Sometimes it means you are tired, hurt, or unsure. What matters is asking, did I give up because it was wrong for me, or because I spotted believing in myself? When did I last push the boundaries of my comfort zone? This happens when you speak even though you're scared, trying something new, or facing a difficulty or a fear. Stand up for yourself. Growth always feels uncomfortable at the first time. It's been long time. That doesn't mean you're weak. It just means your next brave step is waiting. If I have to give one piece of advice to your newborn baby, what would that be? Many people answers come from this like be kind to yourself, never stop being curious, don't be afraid to be different, your feelings matters. The beautiful part is that The advice is probably something you also need to hear right now. What smallest act of kindness was I once shown that I will never forget? It could be someone believing in me, a teacher encouraging me, a stranger helping me out, a friend standing by me in a hard moment. Small kindness leave big marks in our heart. Remembering them can remind you that godness exists and that you can pass it on to it. How will I live knowing I will die? This question isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up to the value of life, a healthy way to live with the truth. Appreciate small moments. Say what you truly feel. Not postpone your happiness forever. Learn, grow, and make mistakes without hating yourself. Knowing that life is limited gives it meaning, not sadness. It reminds us to live fully, kindly, and honestly.